Jai Bhagwan, everyone. So nice to greet you all on this auspicious day of the birthday. I am 88 years old. I can't believe it. So close to 90. Oh my God. And it is so wonderful, not just to get old, but to get wise. Wise to know that you are the immortal being that is inborn within you. When you know that, then that birthday is worth celebrating. And that's what I am here to celebrate with you. So we'll talk more about it. So let's start with chanting. Asato ma sadaga maya tamasor man jyotir gamaya mrityor man amritam gamaya Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. You may keep your eyes closed. Bring your attention to your breath. Allow your breath to go deep so that you know the movement of your abdomen when you breathe in and when you breathe out. That is the shift from thinking mind to feeling body. And you use breath as a medium to make that shift. So use your breath to create a bridge between your mind and your body. That means your mind now is where your body is. Means connected. With each breath, bring connection to your body. all day long. When we operate exclusively through the mind, we remain disconnected from the body. So rest in your body. While you connect to the body, just listen to the sound, and sound makes deeper connection to the body, just as the breath does. Allow yourself to drop into deep level of relaxation. When you are in the body fully, you are no longer using mind to relax the body. You are allowing the consciousness, the light of consciousness, to go where the tension is, that is like darkness. When you bring the consciousness light to the darkness that tension is, it removes right away. See if you can let that happen now in your body. Now make a complete shift from thinking and doing mind to feeling and being. Your body and your being merge into oneness. You are a soul being. When you connect to the soul, you drop into the eternal being that you are, already inborn within you. Establish your connection to the soul being. When you make that shift, there is no mind, there is no past, there is no future. You have connected to the eternal being that you are. Again, as you listen to the sound, allow yourself to even drop into deeper level of tranquility, stillness, peace. Silence is the voice of your soul. When your mind is silent, you listen to the direct guidance, protection, self-healing, all that comes from God within you. the being within you. Know that now you have connected to that eternal being that you are. Now realize that you are the real you, the authentic you, the truth that you are is your soul being, where you have entered now. There is no mind, just feeling the ecstasy of the bliss body. Feel that you have now connected to Ananda Maya Kosha, the blissful body and the being that you are. Now you have entered the celebration of the birth of consciousness that you have already connected to this moment. This is worth celebrating. Soham, 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 soham. Now recognize to your being there is no boundary. And this being within you, within me, within each one of us, is like this space. There is space that extends everywhere. It has no end. There are galaxies. It is light years away. It takes years for the light to come here. So that consciousness that I am within is infinite like a space. And everything that is in manifestation, the galaxies, the stars, the earth, the sun, the moon, everything on earth are the objects, contents of the space being called container. Everything, all the contents in the consciousness, they change. Container consciousness that I am is changeless. Know that you are that right now. Soham, I am that. That thou art. Acquaint yourself with who you really are. You cannot access it through the mind. But now that you have gone beyond it, and you are experiencing the new sense of oneness, you have become whole. You are undivided oneness presence that is inborn within you as a potential. Now it is actualized experience. Mm. Now that I have connected to the being within, so have you. So when I ask you to open your eyes, practice gazing practice. In yoga called tratak. So we are now in communion, consciousness to consciousness, being to being. Simply open your eyes and fix your attention on my face and establish communion level, energetic connection. And after you feel the connection, feel it. It is about feeling rather than thinking. You may close your eyes, internalize this communion with the divine within yourself. Establish this deep connection. Is this time I will chant the mantra that Dadaji gave to Bapuji. And Bapuji was striving to swim in the flooded river Narmada. He was in ecstasy. Dadaji came to him and told him to surrender. And this is the mantra that came to Bapuji. Om Namah Shivaya Gurudev Satchidananda Murte Namastasmai 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 Namo Namah. Dadaji asked Bapuji to surrender. Stop fighting. This is the celebration. This is the surrender that opens the door to celebrating the divine protection. When you surrender, you receive that protection. When you believe in what your mind says, you are adapting. Mind is your protector. It is your destroyer, not protector. This is the switch from making it happen to letting it happen. My life is surrendered in serving Bapuji and Bapuji's message. But serving is the same as me practicing that message myself. The message is surrender. No matter what is happening in your life, happiness or unhappiness, success or failure, up or down, that is what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. Yoga is equanimity. The yogi stays equal-minded in ups and downs, success and failure, happiness and unhappiness. Take this Bapuji's, Dadaji's message in your heart today. This is my birthday message to myself as well. Let's all take that message to our heart. Jai Bapuji. You may now gradually open your eyes. I take each one of you in my heart. I surround you in love and light of Bapuji and Dadaji. May it protect you and guide you every step of your way in your life. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. For me, my birthday celebration is to return back to the source of being that I am. That is the presence. That is the Guru, Bapuji, Dadaji in my heart. When I connect to the being that I am, Christ consciousness, Krishna consciousness, this is who we all are. When you connect to that, you are truly connected to Bapuji and Dadaji. When somebody asked me when Bapuji passed away, do you miss him? Yes, physically, yes, I missed him. But I had, as I was learning to be in tune with the source of being that I am, Bapuji, I have invited to live in me, in my heart. So my heart became the altar of consciousness. My body became the temple for the masters of Bapuji and Lord Lakulish to live in my heart. In other words, all the deities and God that we worship in yoga, they are not outside. They are inside of you. That's what I found out. I knew all different philosophies of yoga. I wasn't never turned to be, I never studied philosophy of spirituality and different Bhagavad Gita. I never studied that formally. All I heard was lectures from Bapuji when I was only 16. But the message went so deep. That is what is growing all the time. Why? Because I invite Bapuji as I stay connected to the soul being within myself. What does that mean? Whenever I am in my mind, I am disconnected from Bapuji. Whenever I meditate and I cross over from the mind into the being that I am, I'm connected to Bapuji, Dadaji, God, divine, whatever you call. I did not know that secret is until the awakening of 1970. This is when everything that was philosophically, intellectually understood was experientially revealed. And that's when my whole life went through complete change. That is what we call many times that awakening experience. Enlightenment experience means you are filled with the light of consciousness that has removed all the darkness of misperceived memories of the past that has no value. There is nothing that ever happened in your past has real existence. Yoga says they are all the memories. Everything that happened to you in your love life, family life, work life, or social life in the past has no life. It is only memories. It's so similar to the dreams you had last night. And then today you have memory of it. It's all memory. There is no difference between those two memories. So when you wake up from the night's dream, if you had an extraordinary, joyous, happy dreams, you wake up, you know, that has no reality. You might have been married in the dream, and when you wake up, you're not married. That has no life. And suppose you had a nightmarish experience, you wake up, you know, there is no reality. You don't have to solve the memories to see the reality. You just know it is unreality. That is the whole practice of I Am Yoga. You're learning how to disconnect from the old memories that has no life. That is why Patanjali says yoga means witnessing the modifications of mind. That's all it is. What does he's saying? Basically, yoga means disconnect from the memories from which your or mental modifications, emotionals, fears and attachment, they come through that. So when you withdraw from the mind, you have withdrawn from the memories, and therefore you are free from the past that has no reality. This is the most ancient teaching of all the scriptures, and that's what Christ said in a different way. He said, unless you die, you cannot be born again. I mean, there must be two. What would die and what would be born? So what he's saying is that unless you die to the ego-based memories of the past, that means ego dies, you will not be born in your true form, true formless form, the divine being that you are. So every step of the way in the practice of I am yoga, I am yoga nidra, you are practicing precisely that, how to cross the barrier, memory barrier of the thoughts. So you drop into the present moment every time. Every time you go beyond the thought that is coming from the past, you drop into the present. And that's what Patanjali says in his very first sutra. He says the discipline of yoga happens now. That's the most amazing statement that says everything that I have built into the practice of I am yoga, yoga nidra, and yoga therapy. That's it. And everywhere else, when people are practicing yoga in the form of exercise, they are not doing what yoga does. Yoga says, Patanjali says, they are practicing the physical discipline, and physical discipline has physical benefits. So then spiritual discipline has physical benefits, and psychological and emotional suffering that is in the past is also eliminated. But that is exponentially bigger benefit. So if you remove from the body, you are removing the visible part of the iceberg. When you remove from the unconscious karmic memories of the past, you are removing the submerged part of unconscious mind, karma in your past. So remove the cause and the effect disappears. Remove the effect, cause disappears, cause reappears. So this is the fundamental practice of everything that is taught here at Amrit Yoga Institute. And Kamini has been an extraordinary teacher. Every time she conducts the class, I keep hearing how extraordinary she was this time. Each time she gets better and better. That is, she's practicing what she's teaching. And it shows up in the way she teaches. So this is why I have seen Chandrakant also. He's teaching and he's getting so much better. Nirali and many other yoga teachers who have been really practicing and seeing the profound shift in their life are delivering the glory and the divine glory and grace of God that they have received, now they can deliver. They are no longer the teachers, they are the acharyas of this lineage. And there are so many have achieved such a higher state of consciousness that their life is transformed. And then it doesn't mean that everything is transformed. Every time they have a problem, they use this technique and they get out of it. But because it empowers them to come back to the source of oneness presence out of the memories of the past. So this is why I want to leave the very important message today for you. You have to know who you are and what is the truth. So that is what Christ meant when he said, "Ye shall know the truth, and truth shall make you free." And what is the truth that he's talking about? That you are eternal. You were never born, you will never die. That is the being that I am. It is so whole and so complete that you cannot take anything out of it to make it less, or you can add something to it to make it more, because it is whole and complete. That's who you are. So Every time you practice meditation, what are you doing? You are going away from all the memories of painful memories, pleasurable memories, ecstasies and agonies, success and failure. That is what makes life so miserable. Buddha says life is misery. And he says meditation is the way out of it. That is why our whole yoga practice is called I Am Yoga, meditation in motion. And that I have also started teaching that through the most unique system that I developed. I call it quantum breath meditation. This is the most unique system. And I have guided 10 meditations, very uniquely designed and very different than traditional meditation, than even Yoga Nidra. So it contains the knowledge of who I am and meditation that connects you with it. So some of you, if you haven't taken that, I recommend that very highly for you to connect to the being that I am within yourself. And that's what those meditations are all about. It's not about just superficial practice, but core practice of everything that I teach is built into it. So I miss being with you closely all the time. So the COVID has separated us. So I can't be so closely and see your brilliant, shining faces and loving faces, which I enjoy so much. So when this COVID came and I was asked to do Zoom call, I said, what? Means I'm going to talk to a camera? I don't think I can do that. That's what my mind said. But when I thought I was talking to because everybody was present, I was connecting to their energy. What I found out is that when I'm connected to the source within me, you are already present in front of me. That is the secret. So now I have learned to talk directly to the camera and to you. So it's such a wonderful way to be one-on-one with you in your own home. So we are so deeply connected. I want you to study this meditation, this 10-day meditation over and over and over and over, because every soul has identified themselves with their ego mind over and over. Day and night we have practiced that. So to release that, to be released from the memory prison of the past, you have to continuously learn every time how to step out of reactive thoughts, angry thoughts, fearful thoughts, thoughts of blame or shame, step out of it using this meditation technique. And that will save you, oh my God, tons of energy. Most people spend so much of their many people, when they are engaged by fearful thoughts, angry thoughts, judgmental thoughts about yourself, others, or the world, do you know that you are burning your life force? It's not just free. So whenever you think that angry thought about yourself or other, amazing thing happens. Because it's your thought, even if it is about others, it is happening. It is your thoughts are hijacking your parasympathetic energy and converting the poisonous thoughts about other into your own body. If you understand this, you will never think any negative thoughts, any angry thoughts, any judgmental thoughts about yourself or other ever in your heart. Completely wipe it off. Because other is you. You don't know that. Why? Because subconsciously, all the people and everything that appears in this creation is we are all one because it all operates through polarity of consciousness and energy. At that level, we are all one. At the ego mind level, we all appear to be separate. This yoga practice is how to return back to the oneness so that what Buddha called it, we become compassion, non-judgmental, choiceless communication and communion. That's what comes back everywhere. So that your heart opens up. That's your heart. The moment you go in the mind, your past, your karma is controlling your behavior, your lifestyle, your life interactions with people, places, and things. So what is in you, if you are carrying the karmic, unconscious memories in your past, it is coming out of you like the leaves are coming out of the tree all the time. Like a poisonous leaves are coming out from the poisonously rooted thoughts, emotions, compulsive behavior, self-destructive behavior. Everything is coming out into your everywhere you go. So this focus is not about trying to change outside as much as changing yourself. The perceiver, Patanjali says, when you purify your mind, the perceiver, perception, and perceived go through profound shift. Perceiver is the subject, perceived is the object. When you are the reactive perceiver, all your reactively processed memories of the past that are triggered by the person that is object reappears. And reactive perceiver superimposes those old memories over the person and thinks that what appears outside is outside. Actually, it is the appearance. That is what yogis call illusion. To a reactive, anytime you have reactive perception about anybody, know that that perception comes from your pre-programmed memories of the past. It cannot come from anything else. It has, this is the universal law. If it is not there, it won't come. It will come the way it is there. So if it is already pre-programmed with reactively, angrily, fearfully processed biased perceptions, it is coming out as biased perception of this person who triggers it. So when you try to solve it outside, even if you try to change the other person, it cannot change because it is inside of you. So that is why yoga says that's a fundamental purpose. Just change inside. You are no longer trying to change anybody outside. Change your memories that is appearing outside. What appears outside is a mirroring effect of what you carry inside. So let the mirror see, let the mirror show you what you have inside that you could not see in yourself, that comes out as a judgment of the one who is judged. So actually, this is the most, you don't have to have psychiatrists or psychologists. What are your misperceptions? When you see it about the other, no, it is coming from you. Change yourself. Don't try to change others. Can I leave you with this message? And that will change your entire life. I guarantee, because I have seen thousands of people. I today got so many emails for my birthday, and they're all saying the same thing. My life is changed. From people who are sometimes 40 years ago I met, 30 years ago I met, and yet they carry that message so deep. This is for you as I have used it for myself. This is my gift to you. And I can give you that gift only if I have used it for myself. And I have. And I'm learning to use it better. It is getting better all the time. So it is not, I won't say, completion. To me, it is an ongoing process. But it gets better. Like each time you live consciously, replace unconsciousness, you are getting better to get there next time and stay there longer for a long time. And eventually it happens when you live long enough, then that becomes your way of living. There is no reaction about anyone or anything. I'm so glad to be with you. I'm so glad you are with me. I want to establish this heart-to-heart connection with you. And I cannot do it independently. You have to open your heart to establish that connection and stay connected by constant practice of this teaching and as keeping in touch with the teaching and practicing. So read about it, practice it, connect with the people, like-minded people. Just dwell in it more and more, and it will become part of you. Let's have a few moments of silence. Absorb these teachings. When the heart opens up, just like when the flower blooms, the fragrance spreads. When your heart opens, the love spreads. It's no longer your doing. That is what happens. So allow your heart to bloom. Spread the fragrance of love. And you don't have to do it. Flower doesn't have to spread the fragrance. The very fact that it has bloomed does it itself. See if you can fall back into that connection with the soul being, the non-mental state. Of being in here and now. So during the day, we live in alpha brainwaves. Some people will live in very high alpha, very mentally, emotionally agitated. Some in the mid beta, high beta, mid beta, or low beta. Low beta is people are more creative and effective in life. When it gets combined with alpha brainwaves, you begin to connect with the inner creativity. So these teachings will bring balance between life you live during the day and the sleep during which you restore the balance. So many human beings carry so much stress of not having that balance. They have created more tensions during the waking hours than their sleep can restore the balance. Therefore, unresolved tensions we call stress that gets psychosomatically built in your body and mind. The celebration happens when what you are thinking, what you are feeling, what you are doing, and who you are being is functioning in complete rhythm. It becomes the music of the soul. That is the celebration that this birthday is. So make your life, every moment, a celebration. Sit in complete stillness. Feel the deep sense of contentment, total acceptance of yourself just the way you are. Because in now, when you drop into now, you are accepting yourself just the way you are. That's how Patanjali says the discipline of yoga happens by entering now. Means accept yourself just the way you are. Your karmic memories created by your ego mind has created self-rejection, acceptance, rejection, for me, against me, within yourself. This is the witness. Witness does not judge what is present. So give yourself the gift of each time accepting yourself. It's not called forgiving, accepting yourself just the way you are now. And you will see amazing changes in the outer world because self-acceptance will be revealed as acceptance of everyone everything, everywhere. There is no separation between self-acceptance and acceptance of the others. Allow yourself to remain silent. The moment you enter the present moment, the grace of the divine showers upon you. The moment you enter the reactive thoughts about yourself, others, or the world, the negative energies begin to create the foul smell around you. So when you carry the fragrance of love, everyone will become to you. When you are in self-rejection, you will be rejecting to everyone. That becomes the secondary manifestation of what you are doing to yourself. Happens on an energetic level, and people don't want to be near you. So start with yoga nidra, affirmations, prayers, visualizations, combined with this 10 meditations, and see the profound shift in your life. You may open your eyes. Jai Bhagavan.